Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. You become better for not only you, but the people you love and care about most. You gotta be a little uncomfortable and take that leap of faith. You're in control of the process. I'm here with you. If we don't continue to grow, if we don't continue to move on, we will be sad and upset. A fun topic today. We're talking about emotional intelligence. Let's go ahead and get over to our screen. We're going to share the screen. The capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. So that is the definition of emotional intelligence. And why does that matter? Why is that important? So there's kind of two realms we could have. Maybe actually this would lead right into my point. EQ versus IQ. So most of us know, talk, and listen about IQ all the time, but it seems in a world where we have technologies, artificial intelligence, just the IQ part of the brain is it as useful as EQ? Well, to give kind of a lame answer, I suppose, is they're both very fundamental. They're both very crucial to functioning and to improving our lives and to becoming intelligent. All of these amazing things, right? EQ and IQ. They're both great. But I think IQ is going to be less weighted on than it has in the past. And I think EQ is going to have a huge surgence in importance moving forward as technologies continue to develop, as we have things like ChatGPT, OpenAI, other technologies, giant companies like Amazon and Apple, as they continue to make things easier and easier on the skill, logic, reasoning, memory. I mean, how trash has memory become? Does anyone know anyone's phone number anymore? I think that I know a couple. I know my mom's, and I know my girlfriend's. There's two. Yeah, so you can see my point here is that memory is not nearly as needed as it used to be. Should we continue to memorize things? Should we continue to have focus in schools, as you can kind of see in this chart here? Yes, of course. IQ is absolutely important. My point here today is to talk about EQ and how emotional intelligence is very, very crucial. Let's go ahead and get into the first one. First, number one, communication skills. We have to communicate with people in order to feel fulfilled, in order to do a good job, in order to move forward with our goals. I haven't had a personal goal. Personally, I've not had a goal where I didn't have to communicate with other people. I don't know how to do this. Can you help me do this? And there's a way of going about asking for help with communication skills that can be vital. Improved conflict resolution, number two, for a reason why emotional intelligence is a must, is improved conflict resolution. We see conflict all the time. You see people on TV fighting like cats and dogs, or you see people even working for the same company who have the same goal. And because everyone's too focused on IQ and not enough on emotional intelligence, that they fight, they believe they're right, they believe they're wrong, they're not willing to budge on what they believe, and it can create an area where it's really difficult to get anything done. Let's get into point number three, stronger relationships. If you want to have strong relationships with the people you work with, if you want to have a strong relationship with yourself, you have to be able to use empathy. You have to be able to use your social skills. You have to be able to use creativity and self-awareness, a lot of the points that we just saw on the screen. And when we can use these and we can take the pressure off of ourselves, we're like, okay, yeah, I I don't understand how they fully feel. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's okay to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying give them the damn keys to your car or give them the deed to your house, but you can start. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt until proven wrong. And I think this really helps build strong relationships. Like right off the bat, when we're on the same page, we're open, or where we're empathetic with each other. We find this very helpful. Increased self-awareness. People are really starting to realize, and when I'm talking about people, I'm saying myself, that it's like, holy crap. When I just can improve my situation and I can have more compassion and curiosity to what it is I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and I can improve that emotional intelligence, then myself, by increasing my self-awareness, I'm able to increase my empathy. And then I'm just not riled up about a bunch of the small things that are going on in my life, the things that I know I need to get improved. Everyone has a big list to do. Enhance leadership skills. Everyone loves a leader. Everyone loves a leader. If you're trying to build a company, if you're trying to just help lead people who you know, like, and trust, or just maybe it's your family or your friends, or you just want to lead by example. You want to be a leadership. If you want to develop leadership skills, then you need to look into emotional intelligence, that awareness, that control of one's emotions. When leaders are in turbulent times, leadership in turbulent times, shout out to Doris Goodwin, one of my favorite books ever. But when you're a leader and you're in these types of situations, enhancing your emotional intelligence and will automatically, not automatically, if you lift emotional intelligence, your leadership skills go up. Better stress management. Have you been stressed lately? Have you been stressed out? Do you have a hard time taking your concentration off of your one work goal, your one fitness goal, this one goal that you got going on? If you have a hard time turning off the water fountain of thoughts that are berating your brain, emotional intelligence can help with slowing down and being more empathetic, compassionate, and curious about what's going on with you. If we can dive a little deeper into the emotional side of our bodies, of our minds, because remember, emotions drive the car. You don't go to McDonald's and eat the shitty food because you logically think that's smart. You do it because you've emotionally had it for the day. People make decisions emotionally. Higher levels of motivation. So I think with emotional intelligence, this like raised awareness and raised control of emotional intelligence allows me to become more of an observer of my life. And I don't know about you, but you try this out. You take an outward approach and you're looking back at another version of yourself and you're like, okay, what's really going on? How do you feel? Like, what are you stressed about? Where's the self-awareness? These types of things that we were just talking about. And when I can really see that I am trying, that I am growing, that I am evolving, that I am getting better, and I'm able to see the progress in my life, this is like rocket fuel for my motivation. But our point here is emotional intelligence can help make improved decision making. We need to stop believing that we can logically think through stuff to just become superhumans and enjoy our lives more and more. It turns out that addressing and understanding and negotiating, yes, negotiating with yourself, which sounds wild, but very true, with the emotional side of our feelings is very, very important for making a final decision. Point number 9, greater emotional resilience. This is why emotionally people quit, because they're emotionally not strong. Like when times get tough, why do you quit? Because this hurts. This is painful. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't deal with this. You're not quitting because logically you think quitting is the right thing to do. Nobody quit because they logically thought this what. I'm sure there are some instances where there's some super freaks who yada yada. You can always pick anything apart, I'm sure. But To my understanding and my experience, every time something didn't get done, it was for emotional reasons. I don't feel like doing this right now. And that is emotionally driven. Feel like I feel good today, so I'm going to do this. I feel bad today, so I'm not going to do this. So there are things that we can do to help improve our emotional intelligence to have greater emotional resilience. Point number 10, effective teamwork. Everyone needs to work in a team. So improving your emotional intelligence can help. Work with your team. Maybe thinking of how can I get in a team situation? If you wanted to play an intramural sport, maybe you want to collaborate with other people you work with. Maybe you want to help improve other people. And the last point is overall well-being. If we have EQ and we have IQ and we have this mix and match of empathy and skill and creativity and logic kind of all max into one, humans are emotional creatures. We've talked about how we make our decisions off of emotional intelligence, how our levels of motivation are driven off of emotional intelligence. We're talking about just in health, self awareness, conflicts, all the chaos going on. All of that ties into your overall well being. Overall well being. So if we can improve emotional intelligence, then we can ram through and we can become better people and we can have higher levels of empathy, compassion, and curiosity. So we can go through life understanding that it's not just us in this world. We're all working as a team. We're all trying to get better. Everyone wants to get better. This was 11 reasons why emotional intelligence is important. And for my video editor, this is how we're going to wrap it up. Point number 1, improve communication skills. Number 2, improve conflict resolution, stronger relationships, increase self-awareness, enhanced leadership skills, better stress management, higher levels of motivation, improved decision making, greater emotional resilience, effective teamwork, and higher overall well-being. Thanks for checking out our content. If you want to learn more about investing in yourselves and working with me and our company personally, we offer a 6-week Total Life Mastery Bootcamp where we go over the most important topics to make sure that our life has the foundation we need to catapult us forward to take the right and proper actions to become happier and more productive, guaranteed, or our money back.